16th branch of Megamart and Macromart supermarkets in Bahrain has opened in Sahala. The best offers are available to the customers at affordable rates. Everyone is welcome. During and around the opening day, a variety of fish including salmon, meat and dairy products, roastery, frozen items, food and non-food items, groceries, fruits and vegetables, electronics, garments and ready-to-eat food items are available to the customers at affordable rates. Hearty welcome to all. Megamart and Macromart, your favorite shopping destination.
വാട്ടിയ വാഴയിലയിൽ കുത്തരിച്ചോറും പരിപ്പും പപ്പടവും സാമ്പാറും അവിയലും തോരനുമൊക്കെയായി ഒരു പൊതിച്ചോറ് കിട്ടിയാലോ? കൊതിച്ചു നിൽക്കാതെ വരൂ മോനോ ലൗഞ്ച് ആൻഡ് റെസ്റ്റോറന്റിലേക്ക്. സൗത്ത് ഇന്ത്യൻ, ചൈനീസ്, ഗ്രിൽ തുടങ്ങിയ വ്യത്യസ്ത രുചിഭേദങ്ങൾ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ആസ്വദിക്കാം ഫാമിലി ഫസ്റ്റ് ക്ലാസ് റെസ്റ്റോറന്റ് ആയ മോനോയിൽ നിന്നും. കൂടാതെ പാർട്ടി ഹാൾ, പ്രൈവറ്റ് പാർക്കിംഗ്, ലൈസൻസ്, ഷീഷ, ലൈവ് മ്യൂസിക് എന്നിവയും ലഭ്യമാണ്. മോനോ ലൗഞ്ച് ആൻഡ് റെസ്റ്റോറന്റ് ആഫ്റ്റർ സിയാം ഗാരേജ്, ലുലു ഡാന മോൾ റോഡ്, ബുർഹാമ. കോൺടാക്ട് നമ്പർ 7793 4111 3363 4111.
Good evening, friends. We are back with yet another episode of BMC Global Live Hilal Health World, Nothing But Lifestyle. I'm Anupama Menon. In this talk show Health World, we have expert doctors from various fields providing valuable information on different medical topics because your health is our concern. Lifestyle diseases are very common nowadays. In fact, it's increasing at an alarming rate. Every other person that we meet, they suffer from some lifestyle disease or the other. And this poses a huge threat to the overall health and well-being of an individual. So it's very important that there's awareness about lifestyle diseases. What are those exactly? What causes these diseases and how they can be prevented? As the saying goes, prevention is better than cure. So let's know more about these lifestyle diseases from Dr. Ben Mathew. He's specialist in internal medicine and he works in Al Hilal Hospital, Moharak. He comes with a wealth of experience with more than 20 years of experience in the field of internal medicine. So let's go over to him and know more about lifestyle diseases. Doctor, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Anupama.
How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing fine.
So doctor, what exactly do you mean by lifestyle diseases? I'm sure our viewers would like to know what are the diseases that can be classified as lifestyle disease.
Yeah, surely, Anupama. See, actually, lifestyle diseases is actually a very broad term, okay? And but I will try to make my presentation as crisp as possible because I want the normal audience to understand. And by the time I end this presentation, they should have a take-home message. Okay, so lifestyle related diseases, they are actually resulting because of unhealthy day-to-day habits. Okay, basically it is your sedentary lifestyle, lack of physical activity, and unhealthy eating habits. This is the basic thing because of what this lifestyle causes problems for you. So, I mean, basically it's lifestyle related diseases. So, basically it's your sedentary lifestyle, lack of physical activity, and unhealthy eating habits.
So, as the name suggests, it's linked to one's lifestyle.
Yes.
And they say we are what we eat. So, in your opinion, it's also our eating habits and
Surely,
sedentary
surely,
lifestyle.
surely, because lifestyle, unless you modify your lifestyle, you cannot prevent getting these lifestyle related diseases. If you do a sedentary lifestyle, lack of physical activity, eating junk food, eating foods that are less in fiber, eating high salt diet, eating oily foods, all this can cause for you to develop hypertension, diabetes, which are actually modifiable risk factors, which you can actually do. It's not like age, race, or ethnicity.
So, this is something which is in our hands.
Yeah, there's something in your hands. By lifestyle modification, you can prevent these lifestyle related diseases.
Okay, so what are some of the lifestyle diseases that are prevalent?
Yes, the common lifestyle related diseases are hypertension.
Hypertension is BP,
Yes,
right?
hypertension is BP. Then diabetes mellitus, that is increased blood sugar. Then because of most of these diseases come because of hypertension, diabetes, and hyperlipidemia or increased cholesterol in the blood, atherosclerosis. So these are because of these three, you are getting the other problems. You become obese, you have obesity, you develop heart diseases. Because of hypertension and diabetes, you can develop complications due to that. Kidney related problems, eye related problems, nerve related problems. You understand? Then this lack of physical activity can cause stroke, can cause osteoporosis, can cause chronic lung diseases like asthma, COPD, that is chronic obstructive disease, pulmonary disease, then osteoporosis. And then even some cancers are related to lifestyle of a person, yeah.
So, basically it's the root cause of lot of other major health issues and
You're right.
complications. So, like you suggested, diabetes and cholesterol and hypertension, these three would be categorized as the main lifestyle diseases,
Yes, main
right?
thing. Actually, these 3-4 things are the main, and obesity.
Obesity.
And all these things are itself constitute the metabolic syndrome. There's something known as metabolic syndrome, which shows that a patient with metabolic syndrome is very high chance of developing early death.
So, even it affects the mortality rate.
Mortality,
also.
yes. So if you do lifestyle modification itself, in the early phases, maybe you can bring down your pressure to normal. You can bring down your diabetes. A person who is very obese can develop diabetes. Diabetes not only because of lack of insulin. There is something known as insulin resistance, where in your body you have insulin more than the normal levels. You have insulin more than normal levels. Did you know that you can develop diabetes? Yeah. More than normal levels you have insulin, but patient is diabetic. That is because of insulin resistance. The person's insulin sensitivity has come down.
Because they're more resistant to...
Yeah, because of obesity, because I will tell you later what's obesity. Because of obesity, the insulin doesn't act, is not able to take the glucose and basically the glucose is not being able to be utilized. So because of that, you develop diabetes. So you reduce weight, you bring down your BMI, you come down to normal levels, your blood sugars normalize.
So, are these lifestyle diseases preventable? Is there any hope for the viewers? I mean, can this be prevented? Can this be kept at bay in any way?
There is only hope, means very good hope, because these are really factors that you can really modify. You understand? Obesity is something that you can do something about it. To reduce salt in the diet, to reduce oily foods, to reduce junk foods. These are all things which you can do.
Eat a healthy diet.
Increase your physical activity. I told you what is lifestyle related diseases. They are due to sedentary lifestyle. They are due to lack of physical activity. So you increase your physical activity, you modify your eating habits, you modify your living habits. Surely all these things can come down. Yeah.
Definitely it's preventable, and I think it's ultimately it's in our hands. It's the choice that we make to have a healthy lifestyle, to eat well, and then this can actually be kept at
Yes, you are
bay.
right. You are right.
And I guess we all should start this at a very young age rather than waiting for this to come and then take measures.
Yes, you are
Better
right.
to start
It's
early
always better
and-
to start in an early age, but especially age is a factor. So persons, especially after the age of 30, 35, they should be very
Extra
careful
careful about.
careful about their weight and their living style. Yeah.
So what are the causes of these lifestyle diseases?
What are the causes of this lifestyle? You mean the risk factors?
Risk factors
Yeah,
rather.
the risk factors. First thing I will tell is obesity. Obesity is a very high risk factor. Then associated conditions like people who are already having hypertension, diabetes mellitus, persons who take increased salt in their diet or increased oily foods, smoking, alcohol. All these things are, and people with sedentary lifestyle. All these are factors for developing this lifestyle related diseases.
And the sad part is, I think in today's society, these things have become very common. It's
Yes,
just
you are
part
right.
of our
You are-
lifestyle.
You are right.
so-
You are right. So people have to increase their physical activity and avoid junk food. Just because telling that I don't have time doesn't mean that you have to eat junk food. You have to find time to eat healthy food.
And how does this actually impact our body? Because I think for the viewers also, once we actually come to know what are the negative impacts of, a sedentary lifestyle or unhealthy diet, I think we'll be more inspired to maybe take a better route and follow a healthy lifestyle.
I will
how
tell you
does it
like,
impact?
yes, I understand, Upama. I'll just tell you like what all these things, I mean, all these things that I told you, these risk factors and things like that, what it can do to your body. You can develop heart diseases. That is one of the deadliest problem due to this lifestyle related diseases.
And these days, many youngsters are also
Yes,
getting heart attacks.
especially the
and-
coronary artery disease.
Yes, yes.
Coronary artery disease, that is what you normally develop this heart attack. You tell heart attack, myocardial infarction. So that is a common thing that you get because of this lifestyle related disease. Heart diseases because of uncontrolled hypertension, it can be uncontrolled diabetes, it can be due to increased cholesterol in the blood, atherosclerosis, widespread atherosclerosis. The patient can develop CAD, can develop heart failure. Because of these problems to your body, you can develop obesity. Now, basically, I'll tell you what is obesity. Obesity is not something that's subjective, that you see someone and tell, okay, he's fat. No, it's not like that. You should know whether you are obese and what and how. How do you categorize yourself? Okay, basically, this categorized by BMI. You know, the body mass index. Body mass index you can get by dividing your weight in kilogram by your height in meters square. Okay, so normally it should be between 18 to 25, your normal weight. 25 to 30, you are overweight. More than 30, you are obese. That is obesity. And more than 40, 30 to 40 is obesity, and above 40, morbid obesity. So anybody above 30 should start immediately to reduce their weight. There's no time because they are in a very high risk zone.
So 18 to 25 is the ideal
18, 25 is
BMI.
normal.
That should
25 to
be maintained.
30 is overweight.
Overweight.
Overweight people also should try to bring their thing back
To
to
the
the
normal,
normal
between
range. Yeah.
18 to
Because
25.
why is this BMI set? Because they found out that when people with BMI less than 25 had very low incidence of these lifestyle related diseases. Yeah.
So how can they be prevented? What are the steps that as individuals we can take to prevent these kind of lifestyle diseases?
So what you do is, first of all, I'll just tell you one more thing. Because you asked me like what all of the can do to your body. I already told you hypertension, diabetes, all these things, stroke and all these things. But even lung diseases, chronic lung diseases can occur because of your lifestyle related diseases. Because of this lack of sedentary activity and all these things itself can cause,
The lung capacity
lung
comes
capacity comes down, lung capacity comes down. And along with that, if the person is a smoker, then there is more chance that he can develop COPD. Yeah, COPD, asthma and all these things. And then coming to osteoporosis. After a particular age, females after menopause, they due to lack of estrogen and due to males also, sometimes due to lack of androgens, testosterone, they can develop osteoporosis.
So it can happen for men also?
Yeah, osteoporosis can occur in men also. Okay. But it is
more commonly seen amongst
yes,
men.
because of this menopausal problem, it is very common, more than you imagine. Because many of the people do not know that. That's why you see many of the females above the age of 40, 45, they tell that I have body aches and back pain, all these things. My important message is that all these people should have, with symptoms or even without symptoms, after the age of 50, you should surely do a bone densitometry scan. It's called a DEXA scan. DEXA scan, bone densitometry.
Bone density,
yeah.
Okay.
That is, with that you can find out your bone density. What is osteoporosis? Osteoporosis is actually a reduction in your bone density. So what happens when your bone density decreases? The bone structure is altered. Your bone weakens. So it is very high, there is high chances of a female developing fractures even with a trivial injury. You can see some people just a slight fall, they have developed a fracture in the neck of the femur. So all these problems are because of osteoporosis. These are all modifiable by increased lack of exercise itself can cause osteoporosis. Vitamin D deficiency can cause osteoporosis.
Even calcium for that matter.
Calcium, decreased calcium intake can cause osteoporosis.
And all these
these are risk factors.
Yes. Yeah. And all these can be obtained from food also, right?
These can be obtained from food, exposure to sunlight for vitamin D deficiency. The one main cause of osteoporosis is lack of physical activity. That's why you should, when your muscles...
it's a vicious cycle, when ladies develop this body ache, then they tend to be more lazy, they don't exercise well, and then again maybe the problem
That's why
gets
I'll come later. Like you asked me, what are the ways to prevent this? My last point is the answer for what you asked right now. Okay, anyway, you asked me what is it? How to prevent this, right?
Yes, how do we prevent this?
So how to prevent this is, 4-5 things are there. So main thing, first what I told you, sedentary lifestyle, you have to avoid that. So increase your physical activity, do exercise. You can exercise according to, like with your age. With your age, don't go above limits. And you have to consult with your doctor. If you are above the age of 50, you can meet your internal medicine doctor or a cardiologist, find out your heart status, your lung status, and then they will tell you, what type of exercises you can do. So, exercise, whether it's moderate, mild, after consulting with the doctor. And if you are a young age, less than 50 and everything, you can do regular exercise. There's no problem. And then, because you might have heard many people developing MIs, these film stars and everything, sudden MI they have developed. Yes. That is because out of overstress. Overstressed workout is not good. And you have to always evaluate your heart, because there are many electrical disturbances also in the heart that can cause this sudden cardiac death. Okay. So that's that's not part of the discussion.
I feel it's better to be aware of your body and your capacity rather than pushing yourself too much too.
People, especially athletes who are pushing above the limit, they have to get a full evaluation of their cardiovascular status.
Strenuous exercise, especially gymming and
gymming and all this
lifting weights.
Over this thing. Okay, and then you have to eat wholesome foods. That means avoid junk foods, maximum. Avoid junk foods and eat food with more fiber. Okay, you can use multigrain or whole grain flour instead of using this refined flours. Then what you have to do is monitoring of your own body weight. We ourselves have, normally people don't check their body weight and things like that. We ourselves have to monitor our body weight once in at least a month. And according to that, you have to control your diet. Okay. Now you will ask me, how can you monitor your body weight? Monitoring your body weight is by regular checking of your body weight, weight measurements every month at least. And based on that, you can modify your lifestyle. Then 3, you have to abstain from alcohol, smoking. These are really very high risk factors for this lifestyle diseases. Then decrease your salt intake, decrease your oil intake, avoid fatty foods, decrease fatty foods, and
also.
yes, sugar. Yes, you should reduce
So I think
sugar
all
also.
the white stuff,
Yeah.
salt, sugar, and refined flour and maida and all that.
And increase protein in the diet. Yeah, and then periodic health checkup, especially after the age of 35. Go get your cholesterol checked up, get your BP status. Your hypertension, whether you have hypertension at least yearly once, and your diabetic status also. Especially if you have family history of diabetes, every 6 months do a thorough checkup for your diabetes. And if you avoid all these things, the lifestyle modification, if you do, you will not develop this lifestyle related diseases, hopefully.
So on a day-to-day basis, how do we monitor this at home? How do we make sure that we have a healthy lifestyle?
Very good question, Anupama. Because on a day-to-day basis, you'll be thinking like, how do I know? Every month, it's not only body weight. So an easy way of measurement is like always you should know that always you should have a look on a waist circumference also. Waist circumference. Okay. For males, it should be ideally less than 94 centimeter.
94 for males.
Males. If you're less than 94, means you are in low risk. There's no problem to develop this lifestyle related modifications. Those persons whose waist is between 94 centimeters to 102 centimeters, they are at high risk, 94 to 102. And if you are high risk or moderate risk, but if you are above 102, very, very high risk. They have to immediately reduce their weight, do all these things I told you.
And this is something that they all can do at home with a measuring tape.
Yes, with a
you
measuring
can
tape.
always
Yeah. So in the beginning itself, everyone should measure, and you see in which category you fall. If you fall in the high risk category, you have to reduce your weight immediately. Otherwise, you can develop hypertension, diabetes, increased cholesterol, all these things. Heart diseases. I told you, heart diseases, all these other factors. And females, less than 80 centimeters. 80 centimeters. Then 80 to 88 is moderate risk, and above 88 centimeters in females, that's very high risk.
So the waist circumference is actually a good indicator of whether you're on the right track or not.
Yes,
whether your lifestyle is good or not.
Yeah, and especially if I tell in inches, for males above 40 inches and females more than 35 inches is very, very high risk.
So I'm sure this is a very useful tip for all our viewers out there. It makes things simpler for them, and along with that, regular blood tests and checkups.
And always maintain your weight within the body mass index.
So doctor, it's time to wrap up our episode. So if you could just explain to us in a nutshell, whatever we discussed here today for the benefit of our viewers, any takeaway message for them?
Yeah, so basically it's like lifestyle related diseases is because of this unhealthy living habits. Sedentary lifestyle, lack of physical activity, and unhealthy eating habits. And because of that, you can develop many problems, which I already mentioned. Hypertension, diabetes, obesity, stroke, heart diseases, osteoporosis, lung diseases, and so on. The list is long. The list is long. So, and these can be prevented very easily by maintaining your weight at the normal levels, by doing adequate physical activity, and taking care of your diet.
So thank you so much, Dr. Ben. We appreciate you taking the time out to be here with us today.
Thank
and
you,
for explaining to us in detail about lifestyle diseases. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
So friends, I hope all of you found this episode very valuable and informative. As Dr. Mathew suggested, a sedentary lifestyle, unhealthy eating habits, these are the major causes of lifestyle diseases. Your health is in your hands. Make your health a priority. Make a choice to have a healthy lifestyle, because the greatest gift that you can give yourself and your family is a healthy, happy you. So wishing you all lots of happiness and good health always. This is Anupama signing off. Till we meet again next time. Good night and stay safe.
The 16th branch of Megamart and Macromart supermarkets in Bahrain has opened in Sahala. The best offers are available to the customers at affordable rates. Everyone is welcome. During and around the opening day, a variety of fish including salmon, meat and dairy products, roastery, frozen items, food and non-food items, groceries, fruits and vegetables, electronics, garments and ready-to-eat food items are available to the customers at affordable rates. Hearty welcome to all. Megamart and Macromart, your favorite shopping destination.